posting aviation videos on YouTube is an interesting thing. I got a camera during training because I wanted to learn from recording my flying and possibly share it with a couple of people. I then started following aviation YouTube when I was struggling with learning to land. I didn't need to watch educational how to land videos. I just needed to see that sight picture of coming in on final. That led to watching other videos related to flight training and to bigger parts of what I call aviation YouTube. I follow some popular channels, but even more with people with low subscriber numbers. I like that parasocial connection. I care much more about the pilot and their story than seeing a perfectly produced video with drama or tension or risk. Watching aviation YouTube inspired me to improve my videos and attempt to share parts of my journey. I started editing my videos to tell a story, usually just a flight or part of a flight. I'm still not good at video editing, but I've improved a lot since I began. I still don't have a grasp on who my audience is or who I want it to be, but I think it's other people who are pilots, maybe people who are early in their flying journey, but I'm in the pattern of sharing interesting parts of my flights. In the last year, I flew about 250 hours and posted just over 3.5 hours. It's natural for these videos to be highlights or unique moments from a flight, but that doesn't make them amazing or anything. Still, posting highlights implies that my typical flight is much closer to what occurs in the edited video. I mean, if I post 10 bad landings, no matter how much I tell you those are my worst landings, you'll still think that all my landings are rough. And someone else will comment and try to explain how to improve those landings, or how I'm damaging the plane if I keep landing like that, or write an essay about how dangerous it is to normalize those kind of landings. I'm not trying to make videos to win at YouTube. I've never asked people to like and subscribe. I avoid clickbait in titles and thumbnails, except that one clickbaity thumbnail Josh made, but I took the thumbnail down after 24 hours because I wasn't comfortable getting clicks from it. I have a mix of emotions when a video gets a lot of views. I'm annoyed that the algorithm and the people chose that video, and I'm disappointed in myself for posting something that's misunderstood. But mostly I'm surprised that my favorite moments often do worse than the median view count. Some of my favorite videos are a few of the scenic backcountry fields, landing on the beach and sand, and flying over San Francisco and circling Alcatraz. None of those did very well. It's a strange combination. I don't want views, and yet it's hard to completely ignore them. There's a misperception that people who share aviation videos on YouTube are performing for the camera. I think that by only sharing highlights of my flights, it implies that those are extreme moments, and they're not. It's just distilling it down to a story. Ultimately, I make and share boring videos, and I want to double down on that. I want my videos to be boring, just like I want my flying to be boring. I want to communicate my story or my journey, and I hope at least a dozen people watch it. If I'm lucky, maybe people I know will comment, maybe someone will find it interesting, or maybe they'll learn from it. So, please don't like and subscribe. If I continue toward my flying and YouTube goals, the content on my channel won't be getting any more exciting.
Probably dogleg that a little bit.
Leaving altitude.
Gold Beach, 503 Tango, right base 16, Gold Beach. Gold Beach, 503 Tango, turning final 16, Gold Beach.
With all that said, I took advantage of a beautiful winter weekend and flew all the way down the Oregon coast to Gold Beach to spend the night. Gold Beach is a long way from Portland. It's only the third time that I've been here. The first was passing through on a family road trip as a teen. The second time was more notable. In 2016, the week-long Cycle Oregon tour was down here. I had a great time cycling through all of Southwest Oregon. There were some amazing things that happened that week. Gold Beach was our midweek stop, which meant 2 nights with a rest day. We camped just south of the airport. There were well over 1,000 riders. Gold Beach is a really tiny town, and I remember borrowing the single Biketown rental bike that was on the trip to go do laundry in town. I'm glad I got to go back. It was really quiet, like how the Pacific Northwest coast is during the winter. But I poked around, had some great coffee, chilled at the Rogue River, and then headed back.